If you conducted a survey on whether people in a relationship should snoop on their partner's phone, you will hardly have a consensus. And that's because half of the population would say it's okay, because they would want to know what their partners are up to. And the other half would say it's not okay because they would want their partners to respect their privacy if the tables were turned. This is such a polarizing subject, and no matter what anybody says or does, at the end of the day, people will do what feels right to them. So, in this video, I'll be talking about snooping on your partner's phone or not. Well, first off, why would anybody want to snoop on their partner's phone? Hmm? Could it be a result of a lack of trust? I think so, because if you trusted your partner, you wouldn't want to go behind their back to check their phone, right? You would believe that what you see with them is true, whatever they say, whatever they do. I mean, they would always keep you updated. You guys are a couple, so they would share their stories with you. They would tell you about everything that is going on. And you would like to think that they are satisfied with you, that I mean, if they love you, they would be faithful to you, especially if both of you are in an exclusive relationship. By the way, this video is for people that are in an exclusive relationship. Okay, I mean, if you are in an open relationship, it wouldn't make any sense to be snooping on your partner's phone because it's an open relationship. They can step out on you, and that's okay. But if it's an exclusive relationship, hello, fidelity is demanded. It is required. They're supposed to be, faithful to you. They're supposed to, keep themselves all to you and for you. I get it, okay? But if you feel the need to snoop on them to check their phone, it's most likely because you don't trust them. And that brings the question, I mean, would you be in an exclusive relationship with someone you don't trust? Would you want to do that? So if you wouldn't, then it would make sense to, have concrete evidence that they are cheating on you, so that if you no longer want to be in the relationship, if you want to call it quits, you have a good reason to do that, right? So if you are snooping, just so we are clear, if you are snooping on your partner, checking their phone, it's because you don't trust them. All right? You don't trust them because if you did, you wouldn't be checking. And please don't say, oh, you just want to know what they're up to. Okay. That doesn't cut it. You don't trust them. And that's okay. It's okay to not trust them. And for you to not trust them, they have probably given you a reason to. Is that right? They have probably done something or said something to make you question their trust. That is, if you don't have trust issues, if you, before now, you did not have trust issues, because with some people, even when their partner hasn't given them any reason to not trust them, even when their partner has been faithful, continues to do everything right by them, they still don't trust their partner because they have trust issues. Well, that's a story for another day, okay? And you need to understand that when you snoop on your partner's phone, there's a very high chance that you will come across something you don't like, something you aren't prepared for, because half the time people go about looking for things they aren't ready to see. Okay, so if you feel like your partner is cheating on you, for instance, and you start snooping, you start checking their phone just to be sure, hello, you might come across evidence that they are cheating on you. All right, and what are you going to do with that evidence? What are you going to do with it? Okay, and you also need to understand that when you snoop on your partner's phone, half the time, the outcome of that, the repercussion is the end of the relationship. Okay, you might find something that you aren't cool with, you aren't comfortable with, and raise it up with your partner. You might confront them, and on the other hand, they may not like the fact that you invaded their privacy, and due to that, they may not even want to be with you. I mean, if you decide to let it go, if you decide to say, you know what, I forgive you, I can look past this, what about them? They might not be able to look past the fact that you invaded their privacy, and that could even make them call it quits with you. All right. So, if you're going to snoop on your partner's phone, you need to prepare yourself mentally for the outcome. If you asked me, should you snoop or not? I feel like it's an individual thing, okay? If you're not going to snoop on your partner's phone, it should be because as a person you respect their privacy. Even if you don't trust them, you could just respect their privacy. Would you want someone to invade your privacy like that? Would you? But on the other hand, I mean, if you are with this person in an exclusive relationship, I feel like in that sense, you can't really say it's an invasion of privacy because both of you being together alone, you are invading each other's privacy. I mean, hello, isn't that what it is? So if they say they are going to be with you exclusively, but they are not, and somehow you find out that they they haven't been truthful because they've been stepping out on you, they've been cheating on you with someone else or with other people, perhaps your invasion of their privacy in this context is justified because they weren't being honest with you. Okay. However, they could also argue that regardless of the fact that you got to know, you still invaded their privacy. But I don't know. How are you supposed to find out if you did not invade their privacy unless a miracle would happen somehow? I mean, that relationship could go on for years and years without you even finding out. If you don't snoop, you may never know. You may just never know because they might be so good at covering their tracks that you wouldn't know. They wouldn't leave any traces. They wouldn't, raise any suspicion for you to find out. Okay. I feel like this is a very controversial subject to snoop or to not snoop. At the end of the day, I would say just do what feels best to you. Do what feels right to you, okay? If you were in your partner's shoes and you were being honest and faithful and truthful, how would you feel if someone snooped on you? If someone, if your partner actually, checked your phone because they did not trust you, how would you feel? Would you ever, trust them again? Would you want to be with them? Okay, that is if you're honest with them, if you're faithful. But if you're not faithful, it means that them snooping would be, the right thing to do in that sense because I mean, how would they know that you're not being faithful without snooping? Okay, so it depends on where you're standing, really. If you are honest, if you're faithful, if you have nothing to hide, and you find out that your partner snooped on you, checked your phone, yes, you would feel bad. You would feel, some type of way like they never trusted you. So what's the point? But if you've been bad, if you've been shady, I tell you what, you have no moral rights, no moral grounds to feel bad, okay? Because, hey, they had to know, they had to find out, all right? So stop acting like they've done something wrong, okay? So to snoop or not, what would you do? Would you snoop on your partner? Would you check their phone to know if they've been bad? Would you or would you not? Well, let me know in the comments. I would really love to know what you think and what has been your experience. Have you ever snooped on your partner's phone on X? How did that go? Did you find anything? I would really love to hear your experience. Feel free, share them with me in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. I also made a video about how to catch a cheating partner red-handed. You don't want to miss that video, okay? Check it out right here. My name is Chris and I had so much fun talking to you in this video. See you in the next one.